Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. I thought that we could use some words of encouragement during these stressful times when a lot of us are shut in and can't get out and go anywhere because of all of the coronavirus scare. So I thought that I would read you what my March calendar says. Slow down and relax. Take a moment to look around and smile at your life and your choices. Don't worry about the paths you should have taken or the opportunities you ignored. Instead, breathe in the life that surrounds you. Let it fill your soul with light and hope. Reflect on the past and all of the memories, good and bad, that have made you who you are today. Your journey is far from over, as you will continue to grow, change, and flourish. Life can be so busy, and we sometimes take for granted the important little things that make us smile. Look at the sunset, share a cup of coffee with your best friend, or hear the wind rustle through the trees. Take some time to listen to life and feel the sun on your face, and stop to watch butterflies in your garden. Take a moment every day to think positive thoughts. By Carol Schelling. So maybe if we begin to look at this complete halt of our lives in a positive light. They've stopped our mortgage payments. They're not turning our lights and water off. We've been given the opportunity to do a reboot of our life. We've got time to actually stop and smell the roses. We've got time to sit and read to our children without having to rush off to work. We've got time to get out in the yard and play ball with our dog, or just sit and relax on a porch swing. We've got time to do that right now. So instead of seeing that as a negative thing, why don't we see it as a way to get back in touch with ourselves, with our family, with nature, with our spirituality, if that is something that has been lacking in your life, but yet you feel it is important. You've been given a chance to stop and take a breath. Now, it's sad that the world has to come to this point before we will do that. But since we have no choice, instead of seeing it as a negative, why don't we find the positive in it? Read some books that you've been meaning to read. Learn a new language. Take an online class. Call somebody on the phone that you don't have time to talk to anymore. I'm sure you remember what the phone is. We used it before we had social media. Write somebody a letter. We can't go visit our loved ones in the nursing homes, but if they can still read, send them a letter, send them a card. Even if you don't know anybody in the nursing home, send everybody there a card and just address it to the room number, because even if they don't know you, they're probably just going to appreciate getting something with a cheerful picture in it, and to think that somebody thought enough of them to sit down and write them a card. When you go to the store, if you know that you have a neighbor that is elderly or can't get out or they're medically fragile. Ask them if there's anything that you can pick them up. Now is the time to get back in touch with manners, putting others before ourselves, finding joy in doing things for others, finding ways to be a blessing to others, and letting our light shine through to others, that this does not have to be the end of the world, but it can be the beginning of something wonderful. I trust that all of you are staying safe and healthy. I hope this message finds you well, and I pray that you or none of your family get this virus that's going around. Let's all be sensible and do the things that we need to do to stay safe, to stay healthy, and let's uplift each other in thoughts and prayers, because in one way or another, this is affecting all of us. Whether we're not getting to work, whether we know somebody that's got the virus, whether we have the virus, whether we're in quarantine worrying that we've got the virus, this has touched our lives in so many ways. So I think we could all use each other's prayers and thoughts and well wishes at this trying time in life. Stay well until the next time we meet.